So I must apologise, we have been having way too much fun with the fat women and their hilarious shenanigans recently, and I have been neglecting my duties as a primo, the number one, Joe Biden and therefore the person he chose to make him look smart, Kamala Harris, fan channel on YouTube. So I'm very sorry for that. I haven't been paying much attention to him. The thoughts have been taking up too much of my time with all this Roe versus Wade nonsense. I've taken my eye off the ball. It's my fault. But something made me pay attention to the old kid sniffer and his crew again. No, it wasn't him making a speech blaming Putin for everything recently. Yet again. That's boring. Let's just hear him out though and see what he said.
We got a long way to go because of inflation, because of I call it the Putin tax increase. Putin because of gasoline and all that grain he's keeping from being able to get to the market.
I guess he forgot he said this when he was campaigning for president then.
If you elect me, I'm not going to have your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
Might not be Putin's doing after all. Hey, but that didn't even pique my interest. He's been blaming the hilariously bad job he's been doing on Putin for months now. Who cares? No one believes him. What did actually make me take notice of him again was this sequence of photos of Sleepy Joe getting severely reprimanded by his wife. Who knows what it was for? Maybe he ate all the ice cream, maybe he had one too many kids locked in the basement. But he knows he did wrong. Look at him. That is the expression of a dog who got in the trash and knows it's bad. Aww. But paying more attention to Joe also made me notice his sidekick, the only person in the world dumber than Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. At least Joe Biden has late-stage dementia to blame for his abject stupidity. Kamala Harris really does have no excuse. She could have forged a career in politics by learning things and becoming the best in her field, but no, she chose to rise to the top on her knees, and it shows. But maybe I'm being a bit too harsh here. She's clearly one of the top in the world under her desk. She is second in command in America because of it after all, so she's clearly mastered that. But the problem with rising to a level like Kamala has risen to means there isn't any more schlongs to put in your mouth to move forward. You have to use your mouth for things like talking instead. And Kamala is much worse than Joe Biden at this. Joe was pretty good at talking before the Alzheimer's hit. Let's look at this quick example to prove my point.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
See? That was one of the most rousing speeches ever made. Words were invented. His enemies and everyone else still don't know what he meant to this day. That was a masterclass in speech writing. Kamala has a lot to live up to. So Camel Toe was tasked with talking to the press about the Highland Park guy after his July the 4th shooting. A tough task. When you speak about tragic events, you have to have a certain gravitas. As leaders, you have to make sure you convey the feeling that you care and you want to help. You definitely don't want to put over the feeling you couldn't give a fuck and just made the speech up on the spot, and all of this seems like a massive inconvenience to you. But Kamala's a pro. She wouldn't dream of doing that. Let's watch her at work.
We gotta take this stuff seriously as you are, because you have been forced to have to take it seriously. The whole nation should understand.
Sorry, I was just wiping away a tear. Yet another stunning speech from Queen Kamala. Like, seriously, oh my god. We have to take this stuff seriously as you are, because you have been forced to take this seriously. It's like Shakespeare came back to life and wrote it for her. I'm so moved. She just has a knack of saying exactly the right thing at exactly the right time. This queen is slaying. And you can't blame speechwriters for this either. You shouldn't need a speech written for you to show you care about a tragedy. Well, you wouldn't if you weren't a power-crazed sociopath anyway. So, yeah, I think I might have to become the number one Kamala Harris fan channel. Laughing at Joe Biden is just starting to feel like elder abuse at this stage. This hoe has no such excuses. She's just an idiot. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to see more content like this. Thanks, boy.